This is a tale of the Grim Reaper. It is told from the perspective of my traveling partner that sometimes accompanies me. This tale is a warning. Do not think that your actions here on earth will not be judged, for everything you do on earth that has a negative effect on the spirit of a living thing, the spirit of the earth, and especially the spirit of someone else, will have dire consequences. Let it be known, you will be held accountable. There are occasions when circumstances allow amends to be made, but only Spirit can spare those who committed such acts from the consequences that normally ensue, whether it be spiritual prison, spiritual exile, spiritual annihilation, or spiritual retraining of the harshest degree. Enough of the warning, proceed. Traveling through the spirit realm, I came upon a destroyed city. It was a densely populated place, brimming with death and destruction. I saw the children bleeding, unable to care for their wounds. I saw the people crying, unable to escape their city. I saw the people suffering. There was no food or water. Their urine hardly ran, as it looked as if it was a paint. They looked around confused, nowhere to look for help. I saw that the city was not a city at all, but an enormous open-air prison. The name of the place was Gaza, and bombs rained down upon it, like rain from hell. Guardian angels were there, soothing the pain and taking away the dead. The Grim Reaper stood amidst it all and shook its head in disgust. The Grim Reaper is tall, standing almost 7 feet in height, wearing a dark cloak that glides across the ground. He held a scythe with one of his skeletal hands with the famed Grim Reaper's blade. His face was ghostly, appearing as a skull with hollow sockets that glared eerily. The Grim Reaper had arranged the souls into 2 lines. The first line headed toward a light in the distance. The souls in this line were accompanied by guardian spirits. They soothed the victim's pain and made the journey peaceful toward heaven and or a new life. The second line was much different. A spirit warrior stood at its head, watching as volunteers joined its ranks. A spiritual army was what this line was for. The army stood for freedom and justice, and wanted vengeance for all the years its people's lives and land had been stolen by an apartheid state called Israel. I saw a bomb blast before me. Many women and children were killed. The guardian angels rushed forward to help. The Grim Reaper pointed toward the sky, and a number of glowing Roman numerals flew from his finger. The Roman numerals landed upon the foreheads of every individual involved in the attack, from the bottom to the top of the command structure, the chain of command, with the weight of the judgment and its sentence placed upon the men at the top. The number of dead was counted, and the years stolen from the victims' lives were taken into account as each of the chain of command. Every soldier involved received his or her share of the sentence, with the weight of the judgment upon those at the top. The spiritual army then departed. They were allowed by the Grim Reaper to seek justice on the material plane. Such justice in these circumstances amounts to hunting their enemies. They can also cause accidents, divorces, psychosis, possession, diseases, and curses amongst their enemies. In this way, these spirits, victims of great suffering of injustice, can walk through their pain and then go towards the light if they so choose to. So it is, so it shall be. The Grim Reaper shall direct justice as it deems fit. Until another tale of the spirit realms is given, the Dragon Oracle has spoken.